Okay, so this is our agenda for today. I haven't put up the homework yet, but that'll be up, you know, really soon. So it's pretty simple as usual. We're gonna review homework from last week. If you guys have any questions, we'll go over those. Um, Second, we will check out the HackerRank problems for today. They're not too bad, and if we have some time left over, we might go over like an additional HackerRank problem, right? We'll see. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much it. So did anyone have questions on the homework? Christian, how was homework for you? And then Brian, and then Bryce.
The homework was pretty easy. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, okay. Brian, what about you?
It was good.
Perfect. Bryce?
I didn't get to do it.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you for telling me. Just make sure that you catch up on the homework and do it for next week's class.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so with that out of the way, I guess might as well just jump straight into the hack rank problems, right? So the Um, first one is called picking numbers. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. It'll be like it's like a good warm-up problem. Um, yeah, so this is picking numbers. Yeah, it shouldn't take you guys super long. Maybe you guys maybe 10 minutes for it, and then we'll go over it, and then we'll move on to the second one. So once again, it's called picking numbers. Go ahead, guys, go for it. And let me know when you guys finish. Brian and Bryce, I hope you guys got like a decent chunk through it. If not, it's okay. We can read it together. So for picking numbers, like essentially the problem wants you to pick like the biggest set of numbers that are like at maximum one apart from each other. So again, I'll just go over the sample input one more time. So for this sample input, your biggest like subarray of numbers that are like at max one distance one away from each other are 4, 3, and 3. You cannot pick 5 along with that because 5 and 3 are 2 apart, right? So what makes this problem so hard is that um, first, you're not guaranteed that the subarray will be connected like all together. And second, you have to check both like up and down, like upper bound and lower bound. All right, so it can get like pretty tricky and messy. So that's why the hint I gave you guys was to sort the array first. If you sort the array first, you don't have to worry about checking up and checking in both directions, up and down, and you're guaranteed that like your entire subarray will be continuous, right? Because the numbers will go like if you have like a set that's like 1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 6, 9, like 1, right? It's just a bunch of jumbled numbers. If you sort the array, now you get like 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, something like that, right? Like all your numbers are continuously ascending. So that makes it a lot easier for you to check um, the length of the subarray. You can just go from left to right, like in a loop, and just check until you hit like a difference of 2, and then you can start a new subarray and check the new length for that, right? So that's kind of exactly what we do here. Which is all you need is one for loop, right? And just check as long as the distance between your current like anchor number, I guess, and like your the number you're checking is not like more than 2, or like 2 or more, then you can just increase the length of your current subarray. And then if it is 2 or more, then you can just start a new subarray, right? So just store it, compare it to your answer, start like a new like anchor number, and then restart your subarray length at 1, right? So and then it's important at the end to check one last time your current subarray length versus your answer, because once you finish through the array, you have to check that final subarray length, right? But all in all, kind of a tricky problem if you don't know where to start. It can get pretty messy, but like this is where the planning really comes in, right? Seeing, okay, like how am I going to break this problem down? Is there like any way I can make it easier for myself? So yeah, Christian, great job like not sorting it. I honestly like that's really impressive. Um, like I think that code gets pretty messy. So the fact that you did it was pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, great stuff, guys. So that was our first problem. Okay, so now I'm going to give you guys the next problem. But honestly, this one should take you guys very little time. It's called the hurdle race. So let me see. Oh, the hurdle race, this one right here. I will not open it because my answer is up, but go ahead and try the hurdle race. Once you guys finish, message me, and once you guys all finish, we can review it and move on together. So go for it. Okay, guys, so um, let's go over the problem together. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. Yeah, so a bajillion ways you could have done this problem, right? But essentially what they're asking you to do is to find the difference between the largest number in height and to find the difference between that and k and return that basically. So you know, two simple steps, right? First, you have to find the maximum number in the height array list. And so to do that, you know, you can use a for loop, but I decided to use the pre-existing collection.sort method just to make our lives a little easier, save some code, right? So collection.sort height will sort the heights. So the lowest height is in the front and the biggest height is in the back. Okay, so have you guys seen ternary expressions before? Ternary, like operators, whatever they're called. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, that's one thumbs down. Is that like a sideways or a thumbs down? Oh, thumbs down. Okay, that's okay, guys. So, um, we won't like learn it today, but in essence, a ternary operator is basically an if-else statement, just like really abbreviated. So we can go ahead and rewrite this as an if-else statement, right? So if k is greater than or equal to the biggest number in heights, which is just height.get height.size minus 1, right? The very last number. If it is, then we return 0. Otherwise, we return height.get height.size minus 1 and then minus k, because that's the difference we need to make up with our little magic potion. So just like that, but pretty simple. It's like a two-step problem, right? Shouldn't take super long. Yeah, just like that. Perfect, guys. Okay, so let's do one more problem and then we can go on break. So our last problem is called Designer PDF Viewer. So that one is this one, Designer PDF Viewer, right here. So yeah, I want you guys to give it a shot. Give you guys like 10, 15 minutes for it. And then once we finish, just let me know. And then once we all finish, we can go on break. Okay, go for it, guys. It is 8:08 and I want to get you guys like moved on and on your break. So go ahead and share this. Bryce, hopefully you got through like a really good chunk of it. So for PDF viewer, they want you to return the area of the rectangle, assuming all letters are 1 millimeter wide, of like your highlight, right? And so in order to calculate the area of the rectangle, you need width times height. And we have the width, which is the word length, right? And so the height is just going to be the maximum height of your letters, right? And so this problem is really just trying to figure out how to get the maximum height in your letters. And could have done this a variety of ways, right? But one simple way to do it is just to first make sure that your word is like all uppercase or lowercase, and then you can go through each character in the word and check. Remember characters are also integers, right? So if you like look at the ASCII value of each letter in the word, in the string word, you can subtract 97, which is the ASCII value of the lowercase a, and then you're guaranteed that all of your indexes will be either 0 through 25 for A through Z, right? Which is exactly what the H array is, right? So you really just have to like find out your maximum value inside the H array, if your word contains that letter. You also could have done this the other way, where you go through the word, where you go through the array list integer H, and then you kind of just like check if that letter is inside word, right? Either way works, but regardless of how you do it, you have to get the maximum height of your letters contained in your word, and you have to multiply that by the word length, and then that should give you your rectangle area. So yeah, not too complicated. So just like that. Okay, perfect, guys. So it is if there are no questions, it is 8:11. So why don't we take 9 minutes and come back at 8:20. So utopian tree looks like this. So next problem. It's about a tree. So yeah, that's all I'll really say. It's not super hard to understand. So just read the test cases and you guys should be able to figure it out. So yeah, go for it. I'll give you guys like 15 minutes for this maybe. And then we'll review it together. So go for it, guys. Okay, so the utopian tree. Okay, so they basically just gave us like the scenario of how a utopian tree grows. Every cycle, it either increases by 1 to its height, or it doubles its height, right? So if it's a spring season, it doubles its height. I think. Yeah, and then if it's a summer season, yeah, if it's spring, it doubles in height, and if it's a summer season, it increases its height by 1 meter, right? So they just give us a number of cycles, and we just have to return the final height. So there's no like secret pattern to this or anything. You literally just have to do it like in the directions they gave you. So I just made like a Boolean spring variable, and the answer is like the height, right? So you really just need a for loop to go through the number, right, n, and then if it's spring, then you just multiply by 2 and set spring to false, and if it's summer, then you add 1 to height and set spring to true, right? So you're really just cycling back and forth. No like secret hidden tricks or anything to this. It's pretty simple. So yeah. Okay, with that out of the way, I don't really think we have time for another problem, so I think we'll just call class here. Before I forget, let me take a class picture. So everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna post that in the Discord. Okay. Perfect. The homework is uploaded into the Discord, and I think that's everything for today. So thank you guys so much for coming, and I will see you guys next week. If there's no questions, I'll see you guys later.